Alright, we back.
My dad is going to kick your ass.
In here, gentlemen. You shall receive your just rewards.
Now look, they got these pictures all in the background of these half animal, half man deities stepping on the bodies of man. There's a couple of meanings there. The deepest one stepping on that body of a man goes to show you, because Shiva also stands on the body of some man, Bhavati, I don't remember, whoever a consort is, and Atlas has the world on his planet, or the world on his back. All the same type shit, you know what I'm saying? Or him standing on the turtle. It's all the same type shit. Basically, in this movie, them stepping on him and them getting ready to be absorbed to recreate the God body. But mythologically, it is representing the lower nature, symbolic of the lower nature of man, and what must come out of that in order to create the higher nature of man. Let me see, I'm trying to, how can I say it? It's the same thing as the Satan get behind me type shit. Or Jesus riding on an ass to Bethlehem. That ignorance or that those lower chakras, if they are controlled in the correct way, in the correct order, that will be what actually launches you to the upper room or the heaven. If they are not controlled, and we're not talking about morality, alright? We're talking about God shit. Becoming God. Not talking, it has nothing to do with morality. But if those things aren't controlled, or what's the better word for it? If they're not self-actualized toward higher, shouldn't even say higher, but if that shit ain't working right, that shit ain't, if you out here basically just living off your lower nature, i.e. I want food, i.e. and ain't nothing wrong with the pussy, but you know, just out here just satisfying your lower nature without any concept of your higher nature. You know what I'm saying? Without channeling that energy to the upper chakra, or to the upper room, or the, i.e. heaven, the pineal gland. You know what I'm saying? If you're not doing that, then you will be trapped in your lower nature until a time when either you've lived enough lives to where you can get off the planet. By your knowledge, you've had so many incarnations that you've existed so long that you're able to get off, or until this whole shit is defunct. You know what I'm saying?
Next time, we're not giving up this chest till we're satisfied.
Oh, don't worry. There's much satisfaction to be had.
Now we're gonna unpack this shit. Now this is what I was talking about. Now this is a badass ritual right here. This nigga's got the altar set up in the very middle of the room. Alright? You got your 5 canopic jars. Looks like Horus, the baboon, Tahuti, and I know Sekhmet's in the middle, which is the power, the Shakti power. That shit that rises from your lower chakra all the way up. And I believe this is a pharaoh, but when it zooms in closer, we'll be able to get it. But I just wanted you to see. All right, now you got 5 candles burning. All right, that's that 5 that they keep showing you this shit. All right, that God body shit. Now this is a ritual that they're reenacting in order to bring Pharaoh back. And I believe that the lungs, the liver, the heart, the jaw, and it's something else that they put in those canopic jars. I can't fucking remember. Not the brain, maybe the tongue or some shit. Or not, the jar is the tongue. But it's something else that they throw in them jars too. But anyway, you have your 5 flames, alright? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. There we go. Now, if we were to do this geometrically, alright, starting from the middle, alright? Here, I'll draw a line here, you draw a line here, you draw a line here, you draw a line here. And once you connect all 4 corners, what do you have? A goddamn pyramid. Pyramid, or Ku, aka the body, for those of y'all that are familiar with the Egyptian shit. And even for those of y'all that are familiar with the 5% shit. Arm, leg, arm, head. And that's exactly what we have here. Alright? Arm, leg, arm, head. The same goddamn thing. Alright? And in the background, let me see, what did I write on here? Yeah, of course you got the double mount goddess, Isis, and Neptys. So you got these 5 flames burning, with the 6th flame in the back, representing all of the power of the fallen man. You motherfuckers 666, y'all think that shit is some evil shit. 666 is, and even in science, what do they tell you man is made up of? Man is made up of 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons, carbon. And that's 3. I.e. God body. It's the same goddamn thing. Morning, noon, and night. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Christ child, morning star. Noon, fucking Reich, the ruler. And then evening. Morning, noon, and evening. Night, whatever. Fucking Horus, the elder. Sunset. Sunrise, noon, and sunset. It's the same shit. In the nighttime you have 3. You combine all of them, you got 6. Alright? 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. Then of course we have the 4 cardinal points. This is what I'm saying. White man has to do it a certain type of way. And if you're able to read these images and if you're able to read these type of things, I mean, it's unbelievable, the information that you'll get. Because since they don't really have access to that soul shit, most of them, it has to be calculated. It has to be numerical. Data. You understand what I'm saying? And if you're able to decode that data, not only will you get the physical, that'll be easy, but you'll be able to see, you'll be able to read into the deeper, higher spiritual meanings. So you got 10, which is also the Kabbalah, the 10 Sephiras, from Malkuth all the way up to, not Geb, what is it, Kether? I think it's Kether. Alright? All the way to 10. Really 0 to 9, because Kether is 0. To show you how shit goes. But you got all those things burning. They even got, you got your leopard goddess, once again standing on the body of a man. Alright, so that God body coming up out of that lower nature, you know what I'm saying? Or that God body standing on that lower nature. or that God body telling Satan, get behind me, or Jesus riding to Bethlehem, which means house of God or bread of God, riding to Bethlehem on an ass. Which, if you know your Egyptian mythology, an ass is the representation of Set. Now let's see, what else we got? Yeah, so leopard deity. Alright, yeah, I don't even know what the fuck.
What's going on?
Leopard deity, they get ready to be absorbed. I think that's a jackal. That's definitely Sekhmet, a lion-faced deity. That's a baboon. That's the pharaoh. I'm not sure what this one is. This may be Horus. Five jars. All right.
This place is cursed.
What is it with you and curses?
Yeah, I'm happy without a good curse. This is curse. That is curse.
Chill the rest, will ya?
Open the chest! Open the chest!
Open the chest. Open Pandora's box. Get that nigga the pussy. Now you can see it real well. It is a jackal. I believe that's Horus. This is a leopard, Sekhmet. The Shakti power. This is Tahuti, and this is the actual Christ energy, Pharaoh. That's the Pharaoh. What else? I think we unpacked all of that. It's a badass ritual, man. They had Akhenaten in the back, too. Representing that solar shit, so you continue to get out on that shit. There you go over there.
Where'd you
Akhenaten.
go? Where'd you go?
And here we go, see? Now, yeah, before he absorbs these niggas, I know they gave them to you, but they hadn't opened the chest yet. Once they open the chest, my man drops down. He's falling. He falls from the ceiling. Alright, and consumes the flesh and blood. The same shit that you Christians do when y'all say, oh yeah, I drank the grape juice and I ate the cracker and shit. What do you think that is? This is the same shit. Where do you think you get that from? Shit is 10,000 years, 20,000 years older than Jesus. And they showing you with the fucking imagery. A man drops down and consumes their flesh and blood to recreate what? God body. You eat the representation of the flesh and blood by consuming a cracker and drinking the grape juice. Before the 1900s, it wasn't grape juice, it was actually wine. Spirits. You know what I'm saying? You consume that shit in order to do what? Become one with Jesus. I.e. to become Jesus. To become the Christ. I'm covered in the blood of Christ. Same goddamn thing. This is the origin of that shit. You got the homogenized, pasteurized version of that shit. regenerate Christ, Horus the Elder. Alright. So now you got all three Christs. Alright. The Calvary, which is those three crosses. You got the three pyramids of Giza, morning, noon, and night. Morning, noon, and evening. Twilight, midnight, and you know, when the sun is getting ready, right before the sun getting ready to come up. Sun, moon, and stars. The three stars are Sirius, 3D, and of course Isis, Neptes, Osiris. So, and you got these three niggas getting ready to be consumed. Alright, in order to regenerate. Alright, now. There he is on the ceiling. Getting ready to consume these three clown niggas. Give me that shit. Give me that shit, homeboy. God body. Magic carpet.
This is the magic carpet.
You'll be fine. He's a professional.
Navigator.
Izzy! No!
Missing an eye.
Definitely remembers you.
He's a little shy. Charlie, get her bags.
Oh, my hands are full.
Now,
Right, I'll get the bags.
I'll deal with the flight details.
Honey, what a subtle man.
We don't have time for son. Izzy, come here.
I mean, got chickens and shit running around.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, whatever you need, I don't care. Forget it, Occult. Every time I hook up with you, I get shot. Last time I got shot in the ass. I've been mourning for my ass. Remember that break job in Marrakesh?
Great job.
It's not like it's that.
It's exactly how it sounds. I'm flying high, hiding in the sun. The white boy here flags me down, so I fly low with the big. The next thing you know, I get shot. I'm lying in the middle of the road with my spleen hanging out, and I see him walking up with some belly dancer girl.
Belly dancer girl. Izzy, I think you and I should talk.
Alright. Oh, Izzy. This nigga name is Izzy. They gave this nigga a slave name. Yeah, yeah. But, regardless, he's a navigator. He's the navigator. He navigates by the stars. So this is, once again, another way of them showing you your history. Now, of course, he's not, they don't show him on the water. They show him in the skies. But what does he drive? A goddamn boat. Now, that's two things. Of course, we know the boat as far as the mythology goes and what it represents. And he's the guide. Black man. But historically, it also is a bone thrown to you by this white man showing you your Moorish, some of your Moorish history. For him to show you on the seas would show that would be too much. It would show that you had control of the seas at one time. So what does he do? He shows you in the sky. In a fucking boat that floats in the sky. Navigated at nighttime by looking at the stars by this ancient black man, Izzy. Yelling.
Keep whining. You're gonna get paid this time.
Oh, come on, he looks around here, ain't he? Huh? What do I need money for? What the hell am I going to spend it on?
I'm gonna keep this short. Let the boys out there. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get him back. stick there and you can shave my head, wax my legs, and use me for a surfboard. Can you do that in Tripoli? Say it that way. Lose your eye. Oh, I just thought it made it look more dashing. Come on, good work.
You're not exactly catching me at my best.
Oh, I'm sure I haven't.
Magi.
I'm gonna get shot.
These are the commanders of the 12 tribes of the Magi.
12 tribes.
Boris!
Not bad.
My best and most clever friend. He will let the commanders know about progress so that they may follow. Allahumma ana.
That's another reason why. See, they give you this Phoenix more as an Arab in order to legitimize the fucking Arab, this Muslim shit, which is really a form of the Christian. It's the same. These people know what time it is, man. They know what time it is. This is all the same thing. Left and the right hand, man. So they give you these guys as the Magi. What do they say? The 12 tribes. These are the leaders of the 12 tribes. Like the 12 tribes of Judah. You know what I'm saying? These are the leaders of the 12 tribes. That's also an allusion. The Magi is also an allusion to, just like in the Bible, the Magi who came to find and seek the Christ, born in a manger. What's in a manger? Shit. Where's your shit at? The lowest part of your body, your loins. Once again, that gastrointestinal tract, those jewel shards. So they give you these Arabs, and what does he say? Allahu Akbar. Basically, you see, if you know your Moorish history, then you know that these are really Moors, the Dragon Moors, who taught Rick and them. That's why your boy wears that pyramid sign, the Masons. They learned the game from these guys. But they give them to you in the form of a white Arab, so in order for you not to know who you really are. And once again, also, ultimately, to help legitimize the Arab over you.
If the army of Anubis arises, they will do all they can to stop it.
Rick, are you sure this is reliable?
Yeah, he's reliable. Ish.
There it goes, the boat.
Is it beautiful?
Now,
It's a balloon.
Ah, it's unreachable.
Where's your airplane?
Ha! Airplanes are as big as cars.
Yep.
if you look real closely,
Yeah, you're gonna get shot.
Whoa! Stop!
you look real closely on my man's goggles. There's a 5-pointed star right here on his goggles. And I don't think it's on every shot of him with the goggles. It's just on this shot of him where he's so-called getting ready to get shot by Occult. Line across here, line up here, and a line down here. That's an ancient symbol for a star. And he has it on his eyeglasses. And remember, that's also the eye that was covered up. This, my man, this represents him as the navigator who is guided by the stars. He's guided by the light. This shit where they pretend like white people, oh yeah man, we just built ships and we jumped on the high seas and was able to navigate. No, they learned the game from the Moor. And here once again, this is what I mean. They have to show you a certain amount of truth. Otherwise all this shit will fall to pieces. That's the one thing that he has learned. So he's going to give it to you under the guise of a certain amount of truth. Alright? But it's going to be image. It's going to be symbology. It's going to be picture. It's not going to be language-wise. If you look at him and you see this movie, this nigga stooped over. He never stands up. He buck dancing. He's scary, yellow, all that coward nigga shit. But if you look at it from and that's what I mean. If you look at certain clues and you look at it from beyond the physical, you know what I'm saying? He's more than just a clown. He's the navigator.
She looks, and she's quiet, real quiet. Perfect for sneaking up with people, which is a very good thing.
See?
Unless, of course, we have Rio.
See, now you can see that star even better. It's a 5-pointed star. God damn it, I'm good.
But
Niggas need
next
to pay
first
me
comes blazing
immediately.
and getting your friends shot in the ass.
You niggas need to pay me immediately.
Why can't you people ever keep
Oh, see, let me show you something else I just seen
your feet on the...
on this boy Rick shit.
Unless, of course, we have Rio.
You know that 5-pointed
I'll
star.
place first comes.
And see, it looks simple enough, but that cross looks like an X on Rick's guns. That's a symbol of Neith, an ancient Egyptian goddess. That when you see that, and it's the same thing with that bent cross, it represents the 4 corners of creation.
Blazing and getting your friends shot in the ass.
So-called Nazi, there it is. You got another one on that side.
Why can't you people ever keep your feet on the ground?
Star Navigator, flying into the sun. That's what I'm saying. See, they give it to you both ways, and the moon. These motherfuckers. And there go the stars. They give it to you right before. Look, right then, this is the shit I be talking about. Right before they enter, right before they show that balloon, basically into this sun, it turns into a goddamn moon. That's what a true power is. The moon. The moon regulates menstruation in a woman, i.e. the woman. The moon, also represented by Tahuti, which is also a form of a navigator, a form of a way shower to both sides. But the moon, the menstruation, the moon is also the left eye of Horus. Basically, it's a symbol that has come to represent the feminine nature, feminine aspect. You get these different phases of the moon that represent different phases. A full moon. Then you have the crescent moon. One basically representing birth or new life. Another representing the waning moon or waning life, life that is getting ready to come to a close. Then you have the full moon. I can't remember what that represents, but if you ask me about it, I have it for you. I can't remember off the top of my head. And then you also have the no moon, which would be the gestation. I believe that's a period of 3 days too as well. Unbelievable. But you also have the no moon phase, where you can't see a fucking moon in the sky, and that would be gestation. Full moon, I don't think is birth. It might be. I believe the full moon is like the risen sun, the noon sun, but the female version of it. So the pregnant moon or the crescent moon would be the Virgo, the virgin, or the one who's about to give birth to something new. Then you would have the full moon, which would be I can't remember the symbol. I can't remember everything. But I'm sure somebody either has it and can touch on it, or like I said, if you really want to know more about it, ask me about it, and I'll hit the books and give you this. I'll give you the version of it. And then that waning moon, which represents the older woman, who basically is getting ready. Waning moon can also represent a form of the Christ. Even with the moon that's about to give birth. But the waning moon is the Christ on his way out. Just like Horus the Elder is the Christ on his way out. So the waning moon would basically be, and they had these stories in that book that I was telling you about, the Book of the Goddess, by these two women, and also in other books that I've read. That waning moon represents the self getting ready to renew itself, if you understand what I'm saying. Basically, right before you get to the no moon period, which is the gestation, of bringing something from nothing. That waning moon is sacrifice in order to bring about the gestation, which gives birth to a new moon, or the Virgo, or potential morning star, morning moon, new moon. You understand what I'm saying? So, see, now he's navigating by the stars in a boat tied to a fucking balloon. Alright, hey man, it's late than a motherfucker, so I'm gonna finish this video later.
Tell us more about this gold.